Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm William from GW Soft Company, and it's a great honor to be here today to talk about GW3D Mold. GW3D Mold is professional practice injection mold design tools, which can make whole 3D mold design from importing product to exporting the bill of material. As you can see, this is the interface of GW3D. GW3D has many strong functions in mold module. This is the cleaner assembly product. There are three practice model composite. And this is quite normal situation we import a product model from the real assembly. As a mold designer is set focused on mold design, we also need to care about the modification of product structure. GW3D offers a powerful tool to edit the product model in assembly environment, as you can see. And here we can go to this path and make some change. For example, we can just select this face, okay, middle click to offset it, select it, it's done. Or we can go to another area to make some modification. Right here, we select this top face and middle click, drag the arrow so we can change the offset value. Or if we want to give it drop angle for the cylinder hole, we can just right click the edge and set the direction. Just lock the middle button so we can change the value very easily. If the model import from other 3D formats, sometimes we need to check the model quantity. For example, we need to check whether the model missing face, existing open edge, and so on. Based on the inquiry result, we need to fix the model. GW3D have professional healing and freeform model to do that. For example, here we can use the command to check the open edge quantities, and we can also go to different problem area to check it. After that, we can use some powerful command to fix it. Okay, here we can just use the fill gap. Okay, then select the edge, just middle click. It will create the new face here. And after that, we can go to another problem area. And here we use the close gap to close this small gap. Okay, use the next button, we can jump to another area. Okay, then you can see that the open edge quantity has changed to yellow. So right now we got the perfect solid here. And analyze function is an important step for mold design. As a designer, you need to ensure the product through the mold process. GW3D can help you to check the drop angle and thickness quickly. Right here, we will use the drop command to check the cavity and curve region. Or we can set different angle value to check the analyzed result. If we set the angle value to yellow, it will show the cavity and region for us. And the black color face means it's the vertical surface. We need to add the drop angle. Okay, we can also use the blower angle to check the drop angle in different areas. So next, let's take a look at the product model again. Before going to the pattern step, we need to focus on the product position because the mold designer receives the product from product designer and the practice model is always located in the assembly space. So first we need to collect it to a reasonable splitting position. For example, this practice cover product is far away the original, we need to collapse it. Here we will use very powerful command called override geometry. So with this command you can not only change it to the correct split direction but also move it to the original point. Just set different parameter. Okay, done. So you can see that we already collapsed the product model to the collected position here. As we know, parting is key step in mold design. GWCD offers a flexible method to do this. Depending on different situations, GWCD has best way to handle it. Firstly, we can use parting line to split the cavity and curve. Or we can check the parting line open gap. And this is the existing model. We already created some pattern line. After that, we can use the split command to split to cavity and curve region. Okay, pick all pattern line here and just middle click. Here we need to very little time to calculate it. Okay, it looks like nothing changed, but actually we already split to two shape. Okay, we can use dynamic move to check the result. And except that GWCD also support use different color to split cavity and curve region. Okay, we can calculate this model, and here the software will calculate the cavity and curve region automatically, and here shows the cavity and curve numbers. And there are some vertical surface we need to assign it manually. Just check the box, it will select the face automatically. Okay, those face we need to set to curve. So pick the quick. So all the surface has been assigned to cavity and curve. After that, we can use the split command. Okay, use the first option. We can decide whether create a parting line. So you can see that we already split to cavity and curve region, also create the outer parting lines, and use the dynamic move again to check the result here. You can enjoy greater control creating external pattern face with the Unity mold design functionality. After defining the cavity and curve region, we need to create a pattern face. GWCD can create the pattern face automatically with the professional tool, or we can use the freeform function to create a complicated pattern face. Okay, then we can look at the inner hole here. For the inner hole, GWCD also can use some strong function to create. We can use the patch command to just select one of those inner hole edges, and it will create a patch automatically. But here you can see that we didn't create all of those inner patch. But with GWCD, since we have the hybrid modeling technology, even like that, GWCD still can use this non-closed surface to trim the prey to cavity and curve shape. Okay, so this is the advantage in GWCD. With this technology, the AWD allows you to optimize the design process. Okay, we can create a trim plate here. Then use the trim command, select the plate, select the cavity and cove region, right click, select the pattern face, hit OK. Then we can blend one of it. You can see that even it's not closed surface, but we still can trim it to cavity and cove shape. There are more and more users like to design mode in assembly environment. You can use project to generate your assembly structure and follow the command wizard to finish the pattern process. Right here, we can create a new project and give it a name. And just pick OK. So you can see that from the assembly manager, all of those components has been created automatically. So the project manager can save your time to create a cavity and cove part. The major assembly structure will be created automatically. Layout commands support creating multi-cavity. Working in the project environment, ZWCD allows users to use layout to arrange multi-cavity. You can select the parent entity and set it to different parameters. Give it a value here. Okay, just middle click. So we already create 4 cavities. Or we can right click and redefine the command, so we can change the parameter here. Here I write to change to 2, so you can see that here we create 2 cavities. After finishing the kit pattern step for whole 3D mode design, we still need to do some more things. ZWCD ensures your capacity to create mode with the built-in library of standard part and mode base. We can just pick the mode base command, and you can see that we offer different subrayas such as DME, Futaba, ASCO, and LKM. Then here we can base on the image to select different type and set the size of the different plate. Okay, select the size what we want to import for the product model. Okay, set the thickness for the plate. And for the advantage parameter, we can set whether give it a gap for cavity and cove side. After that, click OK. And then ZWCD will insert a completed mode base. This is the mode base we need, and we can easily change the view to see more clearly. And you can see that the mode already based on the parameter to give it the collapsed gaps. Besides the mode base, ZWCD also can insert different kinds of parts from the library, such as an injection beam, screw, and many more. After inserting the standard part, the hole will be created automatically, which can keep the association. For example, here we want to insert a screw to lock the cavity, and before that we can use the visibility to hide some unnecessary component so that we can see more clearly, and use the layer to open the located sketch point. After that, we can pick the screw command, select the plate, the located place, and the end plate. For the part, we can right click and use the sketch. So after that, set the different parameter and quick preview. We can see the result here. Okay, for the advanced parameter, we can control whether create the pocket. Just pick OK. Okay, you can see that the screw has been inserted to the mold. Also, the hole has been created automatically. Next, we will look at another powerful command in ZW3D, 3D Bump. And before going to this command, we need to unblend another component firstly. After that, we can go to the Tool tab to use the Bump command. Okay, pick this command. You can see all the component has been listed in here. We can also use this command to assign the stop size. Pick it, it will activate the component. Here, we assign the stop size for the hole insert. And we can also export the bill of material to other format. What's more, ZW3D can create a bump table in the 2D shape. All of this can be created just using one command. In addition, ZW3D allows you to edit these bump tables. We can add different other information in it. Okay, we can also export this table to Excel or TXT file. ZW3D Mold simplifies electrical design with all-in-one creation, the layout, electrical table, and CNC machining. For small editors which are unable to be machined by CNC, we need to create the electrode. ZW3D Mold offers an integrated tool to do this, so you don't have to purchase an additional electrode application. For example, this is the code. And for those narrow gaps, we need to create the electrode, so we use the electrode command in the Mold tab. Just let those face and set the keep parameter, hit OK. It has been created. Okay, then we can use the electrode blend to create the electrode to blend. Here we can set different parameter, set the original position, even we can give it a data mark. Okay, click OK. Already got a new electrode part. And then we can also go to the shape to generate the electrode table. We can add the different information. And we also have a quick command to create the EDM drawing. Here we already create some electro EDM drawing here. Finally, let us see some real case from our current customer. Those are different kind of real mold: consumer product mold and home appliance mold, automobile mold, and this is the multi-cavity mold. All of them were designed by our existing customer. Okay, so that was a brief introduction about ZW3D Mold. In today's demo, I show you that ZW3D offers a powerful tool to let you import product, healing, 3D model, simulating, and creating detailed construction. So with the all-in-one CAD/CAM system, you can use ZW3D to develop mold efficiently and cost-effective. GWCD has been proved it can be widely applied in the consumer, household, automobile industry, and more. So, thank you for attending today's demonstration.